Hi, welcome back. I'm Brandy Schmidt. I am the owner and instructor at Repose LLC. You can find us on Facebook and now on OCTV. Thank you for joining us today. We're having a basic yoga class. This is for all levels of practice. If you've never done yoga before, you're in the right spot. I just like to remind everyone that you need to honor your body's limitations. If there's anything that we show you or offer, suggest, and it's just not right for you, sit it out. Do a posture that is right for you, or just do part of a posture. My intention and the real heart of Repose was just to get everyone in the community, no matter where you're at in your physical life, in your age, in your capabilities, that we get just a little more movement and feel better about ourselves and leave feeling that we're better than when we came. So thank you for joining us in Leonard, Michigan. I hope you enjoy the class.
So I'm Melanie. I'm here with Canine Stray Rescue League. I've been with the rescue about 5.5 years. I'm the foster coordinator here. I volunteer as well as I'm a board member. It's hard to get a good read on the dog, and it's hard to tell sometimes that a dog is a great dog when they're stuck in the kennel environment living on a concrete slab. And it's nice when they go into foster care because we can get a little bit better feel of who they are as a dog, and then we can find a better fitting home for them. We can learn if they do well with dogs or people or kids, cats for that matter. Cats in particular are really difficult for us here because we don't have cats on site. So if you do become a foster with us, we do provide everything, so it's not any expense to you. We'll provide you with the things that you'll need, such as a cage, food if you need doggy bowls. We have support for you as well. So if you are interested in becoming a foster, email us at caninestrayrescue@yahoo.com and we will put you in touch with me, and we'll see if you're a good fit for fostering with us.
This is our mountain pose. We're just going to check in with the feet. We want our feet to be under knees, knees to be under hips here. Bring those shoulders up towards the ears on the inhale. Let those shoulder blades come down the back on the exhale. Fingers are spread wide here, pulling the shoulders down towards the earth. And you can look out or let the eyes rest wherever we find peace. Just feel that alignment. Ask ourselves if we're standing this tall every day. Find that alignment as we move through life. And then we're going to inhale, arms overhead again. Slight back bend if that feels good. Exhale as we bring the hands down. We start to bow forward, bending into the knees, both hands plant. Both feet are going to step or hop back into a plank pose. If the knees come down here, this is perfectly okay. This is a modified version of plank, or we can come up onto the toes, hands are under shoulders, and breathe. We're going to hold this. One more deep, full inhale. Slowly, slowly exhale. We're going to start to shift the heart forward, the hips come forward, the knees are going to come down and rest the feet onto the top of the toes here. Looking up, we're pulling those shoulders back slightly to a king cobra pose. If you find that you're clenching in the hips or the legs, maybe your feet are starting to cramp, just take a moment. Maybe you need to curl those toes under and back out. Just a reminder to drink some water before we practice yoga. That's when we know if we've had enough water for the day, is when we start to cramp up. And the toes start to curl under again. Using the support of your hands and arms, you're going to start to lift those knees, bringing the bottom back up. Head comes down into downward dog. 5 more deep breaths. When you're ready, gazing up at the hands, walking the feet forward. Gazing up at the horizon, bringing the chest forward, exhaling as we fold more deeply. Inhaling, arms sweep overhead and up. Exhale, hands at heart center. We're going to take a wide step out to the left here. Left foot comes back. We're going to shift the hips towards the long edge of the mat. So that back foot is pointing out to the side slightly while the right foot is pointing forward. Shoulders come out, hands come out to the sides, and gaze is over the right fingertips into warrior two. So we're always checking that knee is pulling away towards the corner of the mat. Again, the knee is over the ankle here. And our alignment is that the heels line up. So our back foot heel is in line with that right foot heel. And that back hand likes to get lazy, so just checking in that it's not down here or way up here. We're trying to think straight thoughts. And exhale, hands come down, knee straightens. Just for a breath here, maybe we make some shoulder movements, make any adjustments, maybe our hair, shirt, whatever we have to fidget with. We're going to bend back into that right knee. Right elbow is going to come rest on top of the knee. Left arm comes up towards the ear, up and over. If it's okay for your neck, we're going to look up towards the sky or towards that elbow. If not, the head can be in whatever position is okay for your body today. One more deep breath. On the next inhale, that arm sweeps up and over as we rise, straightening that front leg. Relax the arms. The right toe is going to turn in towards the left foot. Hands might come to the waist as we lift that chest forward. Inhale, slight back bend. Exhale as we fold forward. Hands come down. You can bend the knees again in this posture. Inhaling as we come halfway up, lengthen the spine. Release some tension. Exhale down, tucking that chin in. Inhale as we come halfway up. Hands come to the legs or the waist for support as we come all the way to standing. We're going to rotate the left toe towards the back of the mat this time. Take a moment to find that spot. Inhaling as the arms come out to a T, bending into that left knee. Again, knee over ankle, check in. Check the alignment of your heels here. Gazes over those left fingertips. Exhale, hands come down, left knee straightens. Maybe take a roll of the shoulders, whatever you need for a moment. And then the arms come back out to the T, bending back into the knee. We bring that left forearm down, right arm sweeps overhead towards the ear. Thinking happy summertime thoughts here. We're in this last week before school starts in Oxford. Taking in this warm air. If you're at home, you're inside, or if it's no longer summer when you're watching this, still a really nice thought, isn't it? Inhale as we reach that arm up and over. Coming up to standing, straighten that front leg. Let the arms relax here. Maybe another shoulder roll if we need it. Toes start to come in towards one another. Inhale as we stand up straight. We're going to bring the hands behind the back. I'll turn for you to see. We might just hold wrists or elbows. If you have a lot of flexibility here, we can interlace the fingers, pull the shoulders back as we inhale, slight back bend. And then we're going to exhale as we fold forward, bringing the arms up with us. Just let that chin fall in. Arms are pulling away up towards the sky. A little mist here, a little cooling us off. Inhaling as we come up halfway, releasing the arms. I'm going to rotate, actually wrong foot, we're going to rotate the left toes towards the back of the mat here. Legs are going to stay straight for this one. Inhaling as the arms come out to a T, leaning to the left at the waist. So we're popping that right hip up, and then that left hand comes down to the shin as the right arm rises. Trikonasana or triangle pose. And again, this is a really great posture for the support of a block. But we can always have the hand further up the leg if we don't have that mobility just yet. We can always have that block there for support if we want to work on reaching the ground. One more deep inhale as we reach a little higher, open the chest towards the sky a little bit more. And exhale as we come up. Relax the arms. We're just going to switch feet here, so bring the left toes in, right toes come forward. Inhale, arms come out to a T. This time the left hip comes up as we lean towards the right. Right arm comes down, left arm lifts. The clouds are so still after all the rain we've had. It's kind of nice. Inhale as we reach a little higher, open that shoulder and heart towards the sky a little bit more. And exhale as we start to slowly come up. Arms come down. Stepping forward to the front of the mat. We're just going to walk it out. Give some movement to the legs and the hips here. Once we feel stable, we really want to lock in these feet and plant them into the earth, spreading the toes for this next posture. We're going to step back with the left foot. Not a real deep step. We're not lunging here. Hands are going to come back. And again, we're going to interlace the hands. We might be able to do what we call reverse prayer, where the hands fold behind the back. But if that's too deep for us, just holding on to the opposite arm in any way. And exhaling as we fold forward. This is going to be less deep of a fold as we try to keep the back straight and fold just at the hips. Both hip points point forward. We don't want to be shifting the hips at all here. Inhaling as we slowly rise. Keeping the arms together behind the back, we're going to step forward with that left foot, giving a little movement to the legs and hips again. Spreading the toes wide, feeling firmly planted as we do the opposite foot. Right foot steps back. Legs are straight. Inhaling as we look up. Bring that chest forward as we fold from the hips. If you start to feel unstable, check in. Maybe you need to bring a foot closer together, maybe spreading the toes a little wider. Take one more breath. And inhale, starting to rise and step forward when you're ready. Inhale as we release the arms. And bring those arms back and forward. Inhale as they come towards the sky. Exhale as we bring them in front and down. A couple more rotations. Inhaling as we bring them back and up. Exhale as we bring them forward and down. On your next inhale, we're going to start to bend into the knees, into this chair posture. Arms come over. Spreading those toes wide. Deep or as shallow when this is deep. But if you are ready to accept another challenge, on each exhale, coming a little to that seat, squeezing the belly, really focusing on the breath and balance here. Hands can always come down at heart center as well. And if you want one more extra challenge coming up onto the toes, just making sure you're on sturdy ground before you do that. We're outside, so it might be a little lumpy. Awesome. And inhale as we slowly rise, release the hands down and over. Back at heart center, out to the sides, grounding into the earth, maybe rolling the shoulders up towards the ears and down the back, pulling all 10 fingers and shoulders down towards the ground. And breathe. And smile. And allow the body to release any tension. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale as we fold forward. Take a minute, we're going to dangle here. Just make any adjustments. You might sway in the hips. Let the head relax. Take it all off the spine. Arms might just hang, or you can hold opposite elbows. Left hand is going to come to that right ankle. We're going to bend into the one leg as we lift the right arm and do a twist. So your left knee is bent here while that right knee is straight. And exhale as we gently bring the arm down, switching across the body to the opposite leg, left arm lifts. And exhale as we bring that hand down. Both hands start to plant as we bend the knees and look up. We're going to step both feet back into a plank once again. Any modified version if you need. And breathe. Starting to bring the chest forward and hips down. The knees come down. Tops of the feet relax back into King Cobra. Chest is forward. Gaze is slightly up. Curling the toes under, we start to lift the hips, the knees, back into downward dog. There's a few variations we can take from here. If we need to come down now into table, we might just stay into tabletop. Otherwise, we're going to bend at the elbow coming onto the forearm, keeping the legs as straight as possible into dolphin. So this is an intense stretch. You might need to bend the knees once you get here. And again, we can just come into that tabletop if it's too intense. So take whatever version we need. We're really spreading those fingers wide, forcing the forearms down. Can you bring your hands out to here so they're kind of a straight line? Yep. You just need to make more space. You're good. And I'm going to pull your hips just as a support, okay? I'm going to keep holding on. I'm going to slowly release, okay? You good there? And slowly exhale, bringing the knees down. Pushing the hips back into child's pose, giving those arms a rest. And they might be out overhead, or you can bring the arms behind the back if those shoulders need some release. Inhaling as we look up again, starting to come back onto the hands. We're going to walk the hands forward as we come all the way onto the belly, slowly bringing elbows towards the body as we lower down to the bottom of a push-up. And just take a few breaths of rest. And I'm going to be touching feet, so if that is not your thing, just put your hands up and I will not. Bringing the arms down to the side, palms are going to face up towards the heavens. When you're ready on your inhale, we're going to start to lift your head, shoulders and arms come up towards the sky. Exhales, we lower all the way down. Continuing this movement with our breath, we might include the legs here whenever you feel ready. Locust pose. Challenging ourselves to push the hands and legs a little higher with each time you come up. One more, make it count. We're going to hold it at the top. A few more deep inhales and exhales as we hold. And slowly release it all down on the exhale. Bending at the knees, feet start to come towards the body, reaching back if we're able with the hands. And we're just going to pull the feet towards the body here, stretching the thighs.
Every year, distracted drivers are responsible for nearly 2.5 million car crashes. The National Safety Council reports cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes. The NSC reports 1 out of every 4 car accidents in the United States is caused by texting and driving. Texting or reading text takes your eyes off the road for at least 5 seconds.
How you doing, man?
So if you were traveling at 55 miles per hour, you're essentially driving the length of an entire football field blindfolded. Once a driver has been distracted, it takes only 3 seconds for a car crash to occur.
Just think, what if we didn't have local TV and radio? Where would I go for local sports, local politics, a mayor, city council, stuff that affects me every day? How about health? Who's covering things that endanger my family? I need to know now, as it happens, from sources I trust, people in my community. No agenda, no bias like you find on cable and social media. Just facts. For news I can trust, I stay local. Support your local station. Text TV to 52886 today.
Thank you for coming today. I hope you enjoyed your practice. Leaving every day a little bit better than when we started. I hope to see you next week. Join us on our next episode. Have a good night. Namaste.